We make your future.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the InGen Company Board podcast. This is Jurassic Adventures, and I'm here with...
Nate48.
Dino Man Productions.
Indo Productions.
Dogson93.
And we have some very exciting things to talk about. As you guys probably have heard by now, as every pretty much Jurassic fan has heard by now, the JP 30th anniversary toys have been revealed. And we have this new lineup of figures titled the 93 Classic line. This is incredibly exciting. There are tons of new Kenner-inspired figures and stuff like that that really just, you know, they really bring that nostalgia from the first movie and those toys that came alongside of it. So these are incredibly exciting, and we're doing sort of an impromptu episode to cover some of that news. But yeah, so I guess let's get right into it. So starting off, we have the Dr. Alan Grant Tactical Claw Pack, and this one is really nice, I think.
I think it's really cool. I personally love this set because it comes with a... I think of new Gallimimus because I don't think it's going to be the Dinoscape one without the head going down, because it looks like it's going to be, you know, freely articulated from to extent.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any action features per se, but it's the same sculpt at least.
Yeah, which is good. Not that stupid running one.
Yeah, thank God it's not one of those.
Oh, thank God.
It's not any of the... It doesn't have any action figures. It looks like it's just articulated. And even though it's simple, I must say the deco is really nice.
It's really cool.
Real nice.
Real simple, and just effective overall, especially with the black eye. I think that adds a lot to it.
Oh,
and, yeah, I mean, that's an exciting one for sure. We got a little baby raptor, which appears to be a pretty decent sculpt from the photos we've seen.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean...
It's definitely from the novel, considering from the novel it's supposed to be Clarence? Is that what it's saying? Clarence. He's a little green raptor, right?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I theorize, is that it might be a little nod back to that. Speaking of nod backs, we missed this one. If you didn't know already, the Gallimimus is 100% inspired by that Series 2 figure, and also the unused Stan Winston Gallimimus, which had those coloration.
And the McDonald's Cup Gallimimus, if you don't remember.
Well, that's all the same thing. It's all based off of that unused Gallimimus concept. So I think that's really awesome. And capture gear, the return of capture gear, I think that's really awesome. Definitely something to look forward to. That's something really awesome that they've reintroduced, and I definitely think that was the right move. And then on to Grant. Grant looks really awesome, I think. He has a ton of nice accessories and stuff like that. His outfit looks super cool, and from what I've seen, the figure actually with the likeness and everything looks pretty awesome too, pretty great. A lot of inspiration went into those accessories as well, but we'll talk about that in a second.
It's like they took the Kenner inspiration of the Alan Grant and mixed it with a little bit of the movie.
I think what they did, I think they took Legacy Grant and they just modified him, because it's definitely a different sculpt. It's not just an Alan Grant with different coloration. Like I think they nailed the coloration on Grant with like his hat, his shirt, his pant color. I think it looks really accurate to the Kenner version, and I just love how they actually went and modified his sculpt. Only thing I kind of disappointed about, there's no JP mark, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, right.
But a little bit of paint.
I think it's all right. I think this is the perfect modern evolution to the Kenner figures for sure, especially where it's sort of more realistic, in the sense that you could see this and be like, it's not too outlandish, right?
It still has a toy feel to it.
But it does, yeah, definitely still has that Kenner callback, that, you know, toyetic feel, which is really awesome to see. His accessories, obviously, those are not realistic at all. Got a massive grappling gun, crossbow type thing.
Oh, yeah.
That is literally the size of his body. But yeah, that's a callback to the Ellie grappling gun. And then we have that sort of claw, which the set gets its name from. I think that's sort of a callback to Harpoon Harrison.
And then Eddie Hart.
Yeah, Eddie Hart. Those are the same accessories, yeah. And then we got the armor piece that goes over him. I think that's definitely a callback to Series 2 with that weird armored Grant that we got. And then also binoculars, which I don't know exactly where those are from, but these are really nice, really awesome. I think the price point is all right. I mean,
A little expensive in my opinion.
a little expensive, but realistically, you are getting quite a bit of bang for your buck. So
that is
you get
true.
some really cool stuff in it.
But yeah,
So
that's
happy about
Dr.
catching it.
Alan Grant with the tactical claw pack. Any other thoughts on that one before we move on?
The box art is absolutely beautiful. I'm so
Yes,
happy
yes.
they're bringing this kind of box style back, like the return of like dioramas and stuff. I'm just so happy that's back. Kind of.
Yeah.
I do kind of wish for packaging, at least for the human packs, they kind of went back to that original Kenner human packaging, but
Yeah.
with like the blisters. But I can see how that would be kind of difficult for the amount of stuff you're getting, unless they just made them like really big, which they probably could.
Yeah.
I think they could fit it in, but it's not the end.
These
of the world.
boxes are actually pretty big. These $24 sets with the humans. From what I've seen, at least, the boxes are actually pretty large.
They look pretty big, at least from the Beyond the Gates footage.
I mean, that's a really cool one. One thing I will say about the packaging, though, that is not seen on the other one, is that Baby Velociraptor and that Gallimimus are 100% modified renders of Beta and a Gallimimus.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
So they had to go a little cheap on it, but you know, honestly,
overall, I still think it looks all right. But if you know, you definitely can spot those.
Once you see, you really can't unsee it.
Exactly.
But I think it looks nice.
Next, we have the Dr. Ian Malcolm Glider Escape Pack, and I think this one is really nice looking. I'm very excited for this one as well. A lot of playability with this one, for sure. But yeah,
this one's
thoughts on this one? Just getting into it, yeah.
There's so much going on.
I like the glider from the Lost World. I like that they kind of mixed that.
The glider, yeah. And I was on the Victoria's Cantina Live yesterday, actually, or I rewatched it rather. And there's a lot more features that we didn't quite see in Beyond the Gates because they just have to shoot a short episode. But that glider actually can come off of the like the canisters, so you can just have the canisters, yeah.
that's
really cool.
And then obviously we have that projectile firing trank gun. It's very reminiscent of the Series 2. I mean, that's directly inspired from that Series 2 Malcolm figure. And the glider and Ian actually look like something out of the Lost World, though. That's the thing.
So if you really wanted, you can actually use that Ian Malcolm as a Lost World Ian Malcolm for your Sarah Hardy and Roland Tempo.
I think those all would look really nice together if you use those in sequence. We have the capture gear as well as accessories with that Dilophosaurus, and the Dilophosaurus is a completely new sculpt. It's not reused. It's an interesting one for sure. The paint's nothing too crazy. The deco's not too crazy, but I think it definitely gets the point across, and it's decent looking. It's a nice little addition.
It's definitely inspired by the Kenner somewhat.
They were going for a little bit of like a Series 1 vibe with it, with that striping, but you can't exactly pinpoint the inspiration on it, but I do think it fits that 90s theme perfectly. Like I think it fits pretty nicely in there.
I like it. When I saw it originally, I thought they kind of based it off the JP3 Dilo, but actually giving that a second look, I had to look on my shelves. And it's really hard to pinpoint where they got the accuracy from, or where they got the paint deco inspired. I don't really know, but it's cool.
I'd say primarily Series 1 that.
Probably. Or maybe they just Google searched Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus and just mashed a bunch of stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really a bad thing though. I think it's fun. It's new.
I love the capture gear. I'm so happy about that.
Oh,
yep.
I love it.
We got another capture gear. We have like the leg and arm shackles, and then we have a nice muzzle as well with this one.
I do hope it does fit on a Raptor, so I kind of hope.
Yeah,
maybe
a little bit of dual function there. Another thing to note about the Dilophosaurus that I kind of glanced over and I missed is it actually has the folded frill sculpted on there, which I think is pretty nice.
You're right.
I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that it's not with the exposed frill, the extended frill, because we've already seen so many like that, and to have something a little bit more different adds a lot more variety, I'd say. So that's great. You got an adorable little baby Triceratops, which is obviously inspired by the Eddie Carr figure from the Lost World Series 1. And yeah, he comes with a little harness too. So, you know, you can do a really nice sort of play feature with this. Where you can have, you know, Ian swoop up the baby Triceratops and sort of save it from the Dilophosaurus. So a lot of playability. I must say that is a really that's a really strong point with these toys, is not only appealing to the collectors, but getting it so that also the kids can enjoy it as well. There's a lot of replayability with these. It tells more of a story than a lot of the other toys in the line. You know, it's one thing to just have a dinosaur, but when you can do like a pack like this or whatever, and there's actually accessories that interact with each other dynamically like this, that's what I think kids are really gonna like a little bit more about these toys in specific.
100%, because there's so many accessories that come with this, these new human packs, and I think that's just gonna be really good, because now a kid's gonna have, you know, Ian Malcolm, he's got a hang glider now. Like, that's awesome. Now he can swoop in and, you know, save the baby Triceratops from the dino, like you said.
It's over the top. It's epic. It's very 90s.
It's straight from the 90s.
I think the kids will really enjoy it, as well as adults. The packaging on this one, I think, looks even better than the other one.
I really like it.
Really cool glider, and you know, tranq firing missile and everything with Ian and all that. And then the Dilophosaurus is looking super cool on that art, and the baby Triceratops is looking adorable. Yeah, such a nice packaging.
I love the little trike.
For a little hatchling guy, this guy's fun.
Oh god, yeah, I love this little guy. I'll probably put him up next to the original Eddie Carr Triceratops.
So next we have the vehicle set, and this is really exciting for me. This is the Track and Explore vehicle set. This one's really awesome. Not one, but two unreleased Series 2 inspired toys in one pack, which is awesome to see. We have the Scutosaurus, and then we have that Jungle Colors Explorer. And this isn't, you know, just a normal Explorer. This is a little bit more over the top. We have some sort of mashing with other vehicles, as you can see by the snare. It kind of reminisces the Bush Devil Tracker. And then also with that crane and that missile firing, that really reminds me of the Lost World Ground Tracker. So a lot of cool features all blended together. And this thing is just really awesome. Great deco on it, and lots of playability.
I can't believe they went for the unreleased Jungle Explorer. Like,
I can't believe
it. When we saw the listing, when we were discussing it last episode, I was just like, it's just going to be, you know, a Jungle Explorer. You know, it's going to be cool, but it's just going to be another JP Explorer. And I like how on Beyond the Gates, you can actually see they went through, I think they had like 10 or 12 different concepts on there. One of them being obviously, you know, the actual like Jungle Explorer. That was the biggest shock to me. I mean, you know, once I got over the whole, oh my God, they're making a Jp30 line. And I think the Scutosaurus is just like the cherry on top, because it's awesome. And I love how they actually modified the Ford and, you know, added so you can have a snare and have the missile launcher and the little gate that goes over the windshield. I think that's awesome. I'm really excited for this one, honestly.
I think this is one of my more anticipated from the line for sure. I think the vehicle, just the way they executed that deco, looks so nice.
They made it perfect.
Yeah. Looks really high quality.
It's a very good screen in the 90s. And also what was really great about that is that I'm actually really kind of glad, but all the doors on it do open. Like
all the doors open. You can put a figure in all 4 seats. So
because when I saw the renders, I thought it was only going to be the 2 front doors open, because for the renders it looked like it was only the 2, but from the live stream we saw they all opened.
All 4. I don't know if the Scutosaurus has an action feature actually. But
I don't think it does, because I can't really see a seam line on the tail.
I hope it's
I don't think it does.
There's one there. I hope it's articulated though.
I do also feel like the Gallimimus.
I think it was though, from the looks of the Beyond the Gates, with it reared up on the car.
Yeah, I think it is articulated.
Scutosaurus. Now the Scutosaurus, when you look back at it, it's really not that accurate to the source material. However, I think it looks pretty good still. They definitely did the concept a little bit better painted, as someone pointed out in one of my comments. If you look back at the concept, it actually looks like really nicely painted, but
It's
this
way
is still
better.
alright. It gets the point across, I think, for
Yeah.
sure. Real cool looking.
Also,
Yeah.
this is gonna be great for a lot of other people because back in 2020 they couldn't get the original one because it was really hard to find. But now
Yeah.
people are gonna have this one, which just has the JP colors and it's based on the canceled, which is really cool.
I think that's a good move as well, to bring back something that people have wanted brought back for quite some time now. Actually, I've heard a lot of discussion about, you know, bringing back figures that were harder to get, and this one specifically comes up in the topic a lot. And so to do this, that's a smart move as well. I think that's very smart design.
I'm happy we're getting another
there.
one because I myself I'm a fan of Scutosaurus. Ever since I found the counter one, I was like, yeah, this guy's a little freaky, but I like him. And then, you know, Mattel made one 3 years ago. Of course, that never really showed up, and I'm glad that we're finally getting, you know, another stab at getting a Scutosaurus. Granted, like you guys said earlier, the paint job is kind of lackluster, but it still gets the point across. And plus, I'll just paint it.
Yeah,
You
if
know?
you have a brush, then if you're a wizard at a brush, then you can actually make that thing look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we'll be
Like
fine.
finish
Yeah,
all the
we'll
jobs.
live.
I think it's good.
I think so,
Packaging
too.
for this one looks pretty good. Although, to be honest, I almost wish that they would have had this the closed box, maybe. Or
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
partially closed, and
I
then
agree.
have like an art piece on there, and then they
Just like
had the other ones open box that are not open box, but had like a blister pack for the humans. But regardless, I think this is nice packaging.
very nice packaging.
I
Cool
honestly,
sunset.
yeah.
You can see that there's some of that cartoon stippling on there, and we got the gate, so I mean it all looks cool. Yeah, they got the fonts and everything down.
So,
yeah.
are we ready for the next one, boys?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So next we have the Real Field T-Rex. This one looked really bad when we saw those first images.
Those
People were
renders were
not.
Yeah.
They're not good
The,
renders.
the product images
It looks
still
very
look terrible.
plasticky too.
It looked
looks
really
like-
bad.
Yeah.
Like if I were just looking at these pics, I would think this thing is completely solid plastic. But
I remember that.
in person, on the Beyond the Gates video and everything, you can see that this thing is just
Absolutely.
awesome.
It's so amazing.
Blew me away when I saw it because when it, you know, I remember I woke up, I think it was like what, Monday or something that it got leaked. I remember I woke up and I saw it. I thought it was an edit at first, honestly. I'm like, oh, this is an okay edit. And I saw it was the real thing. I was like, oh, this doesn't look very, I'm like, that's it? Like, I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna get it, but I wasn't blown away by it. And then
Yeah,
Beyond the Gates
It
happened,
literally
and I was
leaked
like,
one
oh,
day earlier, or a couple days earlier, I think.
They should have just kept that. They shouldn't have leaked it, honestly. They should have just saved it. Because I think
mean-
because I remember, you know, a lot of people didn't like it when the images came out. Everyone's like, no,
and
this
that was
sucks.
understandable. I mean, these promo images are really not very appealing, the way
No,
it's
they're
posed and
not.
everything.
So bad.
But onto
promo
the actual
images-
figure, I think
Oh yeah,
it looks really awesome. That in-box shot looks really nice, although I don't know why their box is bent. Oh well. Electronic real feel, though. A bunch of different little action features all combined into one. Really awesome. We got that Buck Rex, or Bull Rex, rather. We have the swallowing function. And then we also have the button for the sounds and everything. And this thing is actually rubber. Like this is very bendable. It's definitely very rubberized. The legs are solid plastic. The arms are soft plastic. The head is plastic. But the rest is all rubber. So it's really awesome to see.
that makes me happy. That makes me happy.
There's a wire in the tail.
Oh, sorry.
There is.
To yeah, at the end of the tail to pose it. There's a wire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Also-
Realistically, I don't know if I'm gonna get hate for saying this, but this is the evolution to make the Red Rex a better toy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry for all the Canada people, but this is honestly this is actually really
It's better
It's a nice
in a
evolution.
few ways. It's a better in a few ways than one. It fixed a lot of the mistakes with the original toy. For one, those plastic legs are infinitely better for standing. Once those rubber legs on that figure gets warped, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, it's just more functional, I feel. The jaw's articulated and everything, and just all this stuff that combines to make it a really nice overall figure. Even if it isn't exactly perfect, it's a nice evolution for sure. And I'm really excited for this one. Way more excited after seeing those, you know, Beyond the
Seeing
Gates
the
and
real
stuff like
thing.
that.
I think definitely helped.
We saw that Beyond the Gates video.
The promo images just weren't doing it justice at all.
I think everybody kind of had like I've never seen this before, where everybody's opinion did a complete 180 because, you know, promo images get leaked, everyone hates it. Beyond the Gates drops, everybody loves it. I thought that was so funny. And honestly, you know, now I can't believe the tail actually like is posable to a degree. That's awesome. I know in the live stream
there's
last
a wire
night,
in there.
Chris
It's
was,
not the greatest wire.
bending the neck and stuff. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
The one gripe I have about it is probably the head sculpt and, you know, the general body sculpt.
It's just
like
the
when
head
the promo images
overhang,
came out,
really.
it looked like just a scaled down super colossal. I mean, you know, the real thing doesn't look as like cheap and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's really the only gripe. I kind
The
of wish
real
they
one
went
looks
with
a
new head
lot
sculpt.
more premium.
Yeah,
The real one looks a lot more premium with that paint.
so much better.
And just overall with the shape of it, way better looking. It's there's a big difference between seeing it like always upright,
yeah,
and also seeing it like completely level how it's supposed to be. I love the articulated jaws on there too. That helps.
yeah.
And just it's a good one. It's really nice. And also the back of the boxes, they weren't really shown off too much in the Beyond the Gates. The Red Rex one was shown briefly in the Beyond the Gates, but those are really nice as well. They have all those diorama shots, not a diorama shot, but it's on like a tropical background. We'll probably put a picture up on screen. It's on a tropical background, has nice text, and then it has all the gray to white gradients, and then the figures on the back of the box, just like the Kenner ones. So really great. Just awesome overall. Nice evolution.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's all good there. I think that's pretty much it though for JP30. But now we can get into sort of the Beyond the Gates if we want to talk about that, just what might be coming, what's the theories and everything. So if we're looking at the lineup, we have 315. We have one more for the 93 Classic Collection. Most people, there's no listing, allegedly, for this figure, or for this, whatever it is. So it's looking like it's nothing. It's like a Funko Pop maybe, or something else.
Or a Lego or something. I don't know about Lego, but maybe.
Ooh, yeah, it could be a Lego. I don't think it would be a Lego though, because it's a Mattel thing.
But I don't think it would be Funko either because.
No, but that's the thing. We've seen a. Yeah, you're right. Actually, though.
Funko sign. So we don't know what it is.
That's a good point though, because they did say it was Funko when it was Funko. That doesn't mean this isn't Funko or something else.
It could be something, but what if they're trying to hide it if it's part of the 93 collection?
That'd be really cool if it was a surprise playset or something like that.
Can you imagine if they did a compound?
Compound. Like
guys, we are not saying there's a surprise playset there.
But...
We're not saying there's a compound. Do not get your hopes up for next
don't
month.
get your hopes up. This is just a theory.
There's most likely going to be nothing.
Probably.
Okay. However, after that, we have the Jurassic World collection. We have 2 items coming. I don't think this is anything.
I think it's Dino Trackers.
I think. Okay, now
I think it's going to be exclusive packs for Target, but
I think I have a theory about this one for the Jurassic World collection. I think this might be like for you know how we have the Hammer collection. I think they're gonna start branching off from using Jurassic World dinosaurs in the Hammer collection, and start their own Jurassic World collection with the Jurassic World dinosaurs, like the Nature Cat.
No, I don't see that. I don't foresee that.
Probably not. Probably weird.
I think it's just going to be random little packs and stuff like that. Maybe some dinosaurs. Who knows? Maybe we'll see that camouflaging Indominus or some weird stuff like that. I have no clue what that is, but it's really not looking too thrilling at all. Oh, no. Okay. What? So the 93, going back to March, we have 2 exclusive items. We have 1 new item, right, for March from the 93 collection. It does not say only at Target. However, if you look at the 93 collection from that's been just revealed, it says only at Target.
Damn it.
So I don't know.
But we don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Who knows at this point?
I have a feeling it's nothing.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Though in what is this, May, we have something really exciting. I think May is 2 new items from the Legacy collection. Now, I was really unsure that would actually continue this year, considering how much we're actually getting.
I thought Legacy was being replaced with the 93, but I guess not.
That's what I thought as well. But it looks like we're still in full swing with that. 2 new exclusive items coming from the Legacy collection. Interesting.
I personally think it could be.
Okay, guys. One more thing to note about the March reveal is that there is no. It doesn't say it's part of any collection. Like it has the 93 look to it. Yeah, it does not. It just says 1 new item.
And that's it.
Yeah. So don't get your hopes up.
I mean, nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
It's gonna be like a Funko Pop or something disappointing.
Probably.
Anyways, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you know,
Mr. DNA.
I would love for us to be wrong, but
I would really love to be wrong. I'd love to look like a complete idiot, but I just don't see it happening. Anyway, sorry.
Now for the
back to May.
Now for the 2 Legacy items, I'm gonna just go ahead and say I think it could be maybe the Mercedes Beans, maybe.
I would love
nice.
I would love a Lost World Mercedes.
Because I can't think of anything that would have to be 2. Like, what if we got 2? One with the
I don't want to make too many. I don't want to make a guess really, because it could be anything. It could literally be from any of the movies or whatever.
It's really difficult to figure out what it is because I didn't think Legacy was even going to continue this year because I'm like, well,
that's
Jp30
part of it as well.
Replace it,
if I were to,
I mean, there's still a chance that
I feel like we need a raptor cage. I feel like that's coming in some way, shape, or form.
I think it could come this year,
or maybe some fences. You know, I would.
Ooh, fences.
Some any world building.
Take some notes, Mattel.
More world building. Come on.
Yeah.
We need some fencing.
But I don't think it's Memenchisaurus. I think that's coming later.
I think that's coming August. Is that the one that's Jurassic World? I have no idea.
July.
Oh, July. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be. It's gonna be. That's gotta be it.
After that, we have 1 new item from the Hammond collection in June 14th. That's gonna be the Brachiosaurus.
100%.
Definitely.
I'm thinking.
Because it's only 1 item.
I cannot see what else it could be. Probably.
The bug?
I mean, to celebrate the 30th anniversary, I think they would want to go all out, and that Brachiosaurus is going to be, it's going to be something. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad quite yet, but it's going to be something.
And then July is the Legacy, so we probably know it's probably the Memenchi.
Yeah,
is it July?
Yep, I'm thinking that's exactly what that 19th. Is for the Legacy collection.
We get the Brachie for the HC for June, and then July we get the Legacy for Memenchi.
So 2 giant sauropods to take up more room in my house is not great.
I'm already bursting at the seams when it comes to space. This is not.
And now for August reveal. It's
August. We have 2 items from the Hammond collection. Bear in mind, guys, that we have not seen all there is probably to the Hammond collection for this year. Like for this year, we probably have seen most of it, but there's still stuff we don't know about.
Yeah,
I'm thinking. And there's a lot to be revealed, though. That's the thing as well. So
Mattel's gotten good at hiding this stuff now, which is unfortunate because we used to be able to leak everything. Now they have been keeping it under lock and key.
It's definitely the case.
Oh,
I mean, we had multitudes of figures for the Hammond collection that still need to be revealed, and there's only 2 Hammond collection reveals this entire year, and they're in the later end of the year.
I think it reveals for is it August, right? Is it August?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the 2 August ones are probably the Buck and maybe the baby, or it could be Dennis and Hammond.
I don't think they do 2 humans in the same episode. I feel like that's kind of boring.
Yeah, probably not.
Realistically.
It could be the Buck and maybe the baby. Maybe.
It'll probably be some random combination of some figures, but yeah.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I don't even know what they'll reveal because we know we're getting, judging Mattel's track record, we're definitely getting a reset, hopefully in April. So I'm guessing we'll get a new Hammond collection then, which I wonder if that's going to be one of the
new. Quote,
I wonder if it's going to be new
be
or if it's going to be the Geo Anki.
It's going to be that.
Probably because they were supposed to drop. Weren't they supposed to come out like today?
I mean,
or
not
something?
necessarily because. Which ones?
Geo and Anki didn't like a Target employee say like, oh, it's coming out the 18th or something like that of February.
This is like word of mouth though, so
yeah, that's true. Like he could just be making that up too. Unfortunate because that was the only Hammond collection things that are in store right now is Muldoon and Ray Arnold. It's like, well, once you get one of those figures, I mean, the most you're gonna get is like two, one to keep mint in box, or you'll get maybe 3 Rays to turn one to Dr. Wu. But other than that,
speaking of Dr. Wu, I'm thinking that might be the exclusive.
Maybe. For Comic-Con?
Comic-Con. I think Comic-Con is going to be neat this year, because if we think about last year, we got that big Hammond collection set, and then we also got the Malcolm as well.
You think they'll do 2 again?
I mean, this line has so much trajectory, and it's also the 30th anniversary. I mean, they sold out both of those. Not both, but they sold out the Gennaro set.
The Gennaro set sold out. I think it was like 5 minutes.
And I mean, lot of. I'm positive they sold a lot of Malcolms too. So
that one was still up for order even months after it got released. Because I remember
still a lot of people bought it though. That's the thing. Yeah, no,
I bought it.
It's such an odd figure. I don't know why they released that before a multitude of other figures, but
injured Malcolm, I guess. But we still can't get.
Well, they thought like because it's a meme it would sell, but that doesn't necessarily equate. I mean, I think a Mr. DNA even would have sold.
I would buy Mr. DNA. I have the Funko Pop.
I think it's funny.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
A fully articulated Mr. DNA. Sign me up.
Yeah, a Dachshund figure again. That's one I would like to see.
Yeah, come on. It's so weird because Mattel has made figures of literally every other character in the film besides Dr. Wu and Dachshund. Like it's
they should do that lab set again that they were gonna do
with Dr. Wu.
Yeah, with Dr. Wu, but like make you JP themed.
That'd be nice.
That'd be so cool.
Imagine they make a San Diego Comic-Con Dachshund, and it's like the scene where Nedry and Dachshund are meeting up, and I think they're in Costa Rica when they're plotting against Hammond's demise.
That'd be kind of cool.
And I would like to see that. I think that'd be kind of cool. They could do what they did with the Malcolm book and have like a little background or whatever.
You gotta bear in mind that this stuff does not sell in the main line. So like these characters, unless they were to do like a nice pack, like I could think they could definitely do something cool with Dr. Wu. Dachshund, I don't know as much. Unfortunately,
I think they would have made a figure of him seeming how he was in the latest film. Like honestly, they should have made a Dachshund figure and throw it in with the Outpost Chaos set, but because that's a big playset. People are gonna buy that for the playset, and boom, you get a Dachshund figure. Win-win for us.
I thought for sure they were gonna throw in a character with that playset and not just a random mercenary. But
I mean, I'll take more random mercenaries for my dinos to chomp on, but some of them I just don't understand some of the choices they make sometimes.
Speaking of randos, though, if you're gonna give us randos, I want park workers.
Yeah,
not these unbranded guys. I want some actual guys, or Lost World mercenaries, or just people that are not
just random people. Give them Hammond collection
not just the sleeveless vested merc with the sunglasses and everything.
They should make like a 3-pack. Like, do you remember? I think it was like a couple months ago. They made somebody made like a 3-pack, and it had like a Jurassic World worker, Jurassic Park worker, and then I think like a ranger or something. I can't remember.
Oh wait, like a mock-up? Yeah.
Yeah, someone made a mock-up of it.
There's a 2-pack. There's a 2-pack. Someone made I think it was Tom Jurassic Tom or whatever his name is.
I think so.
He made a mock-up of a Jurassic World park worker and then also a Jurassic Park.
I'd buy that. I'd buy like 5.
It'd be like a Hammond collection 2-pack, and they'd come with both their accessories, and it's kind of like an evolution sort of thing. I think that is something they could explore really awesomely with exclusives and just packs in general. Is like kind of showing how these things evolved.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we have a pretty exciting year ahead of us, I think. We already got probably the most exciting thing out of this year revealed, which is surprising to see very early on, earlier than I ever thought
I know,
these
right?
would be. Hopefully they also come out pretty early, you know, May instead of August or whatever.
I would like April.
I couldn't
April.
imagine they would reveal all of them as a set and then just not put them out fairly soon. So
I mean, they gotta be coming. My guess is maybe late April, early May.
I say May. I say May,
Probably.
but
Street date can be like April, I don't know, April 21st or something like that. I'm just gonna throw a date out there. I don't really know. By the time it takes to get
this
over,
is not a date, guys.
no.
We don't know.
We have no idea. We are in no way affiliated with Mattel, and if we were,
We are as clueless as you.
yeah, we're absolutely
And desperate.
positively 100% clueless about why or what Mattel does.
Yeah, these are all just theories.
Based on what they do, they've previously done, I think May is a good assumption.
Yeah, I mean, by
And
the
I
time it hits,
think-
like, it always seems to hit the same places first. You know, something comes out, it'll hit the West Coast first, and then slowly makes its way east. By the time it gets over to the East Coast, it'll probably be like
It's old
middle of
news.
May. Yeah, it'll be old news. Be like, oh, that figure came out like 2 months ago. Yeah.
Distribution has been really wonky this year
Oh,
so
it's
far.
terrible. I think that deserves a whole
Not
discussion.
a whole
itself.
bunch. Really, not a whole bunch.
There's really nothing now at all.
Not exciting for people physically collecting the figures. I mean, if you're like looking at them online and whatever, I mean, this is cool stuff. But in terms of actually going out and hunting and buying figures right now, it's not happening.
it's
So
a pain.
hopefully we get a little bit of revival soon. And yeah,
Same.
I don't know what they're doing with like dino trackers. It's so weird. Because they have like the little attack pack and like Savage Strike range dinosaurs. They're popping up at like other stores. Like Best Buy has them now, which is like,
yeah, I saw one at
Weird.
Best Buy today.
when is this stuff gonna hit like Walmart, Target, whatever? Like, you know, it's just I don't understand what the motive is behind there.
Target still has a lot of the Minion toys out still. Like barely any
Yeah.
dino tractors.
Yeah, Walmart still has all
Walmarts have
Dominion.
my Walmarts have not gotten past the Wave 1 Dominion stuff yet.
Mine's
Yeah.
still loaded with Wave 1 Dominion, but they're finally getting like the new Extreme Damage. Like I saw the Extreme Damage Atrociraptor for like the first time in my local Walmart the other day. I was like, wow, they actually have them. I found the captives. That's nice. I'm so happy about that. But
Mhm.
I don't. Walmart's its
Yeah,
own breed when it comes to distribution because it's all over
Mhm.
the place.
There's a reason that Target's the store of choice. Closing remarks. I mean, it's really we just gotta wait now. That's it.
Sitting here, you know, waiting on my porch for that dang pre-order to show up. I didn't think they'd have all 4 of them up for pre-order. Honestly, I was really shocked.
No, I was extremely
I was
surprised
shocked by
to
the
see.
price, and I was shocked that they had all 4 of them up for pre-order.
It was to be expected though.
Yeah,
If you're
I knew
gonna
it
have
was
4
gonna be.
things,
I knew it was
they're gonna get
crazy.
ordered too. That's the thing.
Oh, I guarantee they're all sold out. Actually, I'll
They're
check
they're not
right
sold
now.
out.
They're not.
The pre-orders are actually up. Yeah,
Really?
I feel like they're gonna be up for a while,
Huh?
but
Yeah, they're still up for. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I mean,
Um,
that's not a bad thing, you know. If someone's like, you know, like on the fence, like, oh, do I want them? It's like, no, you have plenty of time to pre-order them. It's never a good time. It's never a bad thing.
No.
yeah. I don't know if these ones will sell out. They might do a more of a made-to-order approach or whatever sort of thing. Not
That,
made
I
to order,
feel,
but
would
you
be
know what
the
I mean.
smart
Like,
thing to do.
where they're gonna make more depending on how many people pre-order and stuff like that.
I mean, well, you figure
Yeah.
this stuff's been in
Um,
production probably for a few months now. That seems to be how the way they do things. They produce them like a few months before they even
They
announce
produce
they're
them
making.
multiple months in advance.
Yeah, so
These have
they probably
been
have 'em all
designed a
ready to
while
go.
ago.
yeah, Mattel, if you want to send
So-
us this stuff early, we're not going to complain or anything.
Shameless plug.
Uh,
Yeah, no. They don't like sending it to anyone. But
know.
Except for Chris.
yeah,
Yeah, he gets passed because he does Beyond the Gates.
yeah.
Well, I
Promotes
mean,
Mattel.
he needs the figures in hand.
I
so it
wonder
makes
how
sense.
I wonder how much in advance he knows like about this stuff.
I mean, Toyopolis knew about these like months ago.
They're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
a retailer though. That's the thing. They get all this
They knew about this in
That's true.
November.
info.
You remember that story?
Yeah.
Like, now we know what that blurry story was that they posted like I don't know, 4
Yeah, it's
months
literally
ago.
the Alan Grant pack.
Yeah,
I really thought it was a huge catalog, like a huge catalog of them.
that's what I
No,
thought
it's
so
just
too.
box.
Which I thought would be like that'd be really cool if they did something like that, like an old toy catalog. That'd
It
be
actually
sweet.
teased so hard. That's brutal.
Yeah, it
Oh, I
hurt.
remember that.
But yeah, closing remarks.
I'm excited.
I'm
My
excited
wallet's
for the
not
toys.
Yeah.
Can't wait to spend $136 on a bunch of plastic.
worth it.
Could not come soon enough.
I'm definitely excited. Let's hope Mattel does not drop the ball on distribution this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Specifically Hammond collection too. I'd say with the
Yeah,
distribution.
yeah, not just the 90 classic line, but the like.
I think
everything.
I think the 93 classic line will be pretty good to find. I don't know about Hammond though. It's kind of feeling like it's being pushed under the rug a little bit. So
It
Yeah.
definitely
They're
is.
probably doing that because of the JP30 line. But it's like,
Yeah.
hey, Mattel, we still have a few months before you release this stuff. Where's the
I
Geosternberg?
mean, there's a crazy
Where's
big
the Yankee?
lineup
Where's the
for-
Concavenator? Where's the JP3 Raptor? Where's the packing?
yeah, and
It's
as-
that is
as I said,
five,
too,
5 Hammond
there's-
figures that have not hit the shelves yet.
No.
there's so much more to go to.
I
That's the
know.
thing.
It's what are they doing?
Young T-Rex, young Stegosaurus.
Corey
They've still got the
Shaw.
Dr. Alan Grant Velociraptor pack. Dennis Nedry, John Hammond.
I don't get how
You
they
know,
broke their little
Corythosaurus,
system.
Metriacanthosaurus, Irritator, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and Brachiosaurus. I mean, we have a lot to go.
Dude, they broke their
So-
like system. I don't understand. It's like even when the first few waves of Hammonds dropped, it'd always be you get a human, small dinosaur, 2 medium dinosaurs, and then obviously you get the large dinosaur when the T-Rex came out. But now it's
And then
like
you
all
have
we have is 2
the
humans.
intermediate. Then you have the little intermediate ones where
Yeah, well, like
there's a
Ellie and the
dinosaur and a
Dilo.
human. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, no, they broke their system.
they did, they
yeah.
broke it.
Hopefully it does get fixed though, and we see everything
Probably.
pretty soon.
Yeah,
Hopefully more stuff gets leaked so we have more to talk about here. And
Yeah.
it's not just dry after this
the
reveal.
river is dry right now, but you know, it could be like 3
I have a
days
feeling
after
March is gonna
recording
be-
and-
March is not going to be very exciting with that Beyond the Gates,
No.
because it's most likely nothing. That's pretty much it though for this podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye
Bye, guys.
bye.
Adios.
Bye.